So hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to learn about factorials and unit conversions. So which is going to be an important topic for your ASVAB exam. There will be hardly 3 to 4 questions on this. But if you are confident with these topics, you'll make sure that you'll understand it and get the points that you want. So let's say what basically is a factorial. So we'll be understanding definition, factorial formula, factorial notation, and practice problems. So factorial is nothing but multiplication. It's a multiplication or it's the product of all the positive integers from 1 to n. Let's suppose factorial 4. So we need to multiply all the integers till 1 less than it. So 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So basically, I can say we need to multiply all the natural numbers which are less than it. So 4 times 3 would be 12. Then we have 2 times 1 would be 2. So 12 times 2 would be 24. So 24 will be the answer for this particular case. Now let's move on. This is nothing but the factorial formula. I'll just explain over here. Factorial of 1 is 1 itself. Always remember this, factorial of 1 is always 1. Factorial of 2 will be 2 times 1, which is 2. Factorial of 3 will be 3 times 2 times 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 1 is nothing but 6. Factorial of 4 will be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 times 1 is 24. Factorial of 5 will be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 5 times 4, 20. 3 times 2, 6 times 1 would be itself. So 20 times 6 would be nothing but 120. So these are nothing but the factorials for numbers from 1 to 5. Now, let's say what is the value of factorial 6? So value of factorial 6. What did we learn till now? We'll have to multiply 6 times, 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. We can multiply two numbers at a time. 6 times 5 would be 30. 4 times 3 would be 12. 2 times 1 would be 2 itself. Now I'm going to multiply. Let me multiply this 30 times 12. So 12 times 0 is 0. 12 times 3 is 36. So 360 times 2. Now I'm going to multiply it. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1 over. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1, 7. So 720 is the answer to this particular question. Now, let's move on to the next question. Ablam and Jacob, can you guys solve the answer to this question? Your time starts now. I think I already given it to you, but do it. Put the answer in the chat box. 24. Seen. Yep, Ablam also got it right. Let's move on, guys. You did it in 30 seconds. Ha ha ha. Now here you go. Your time starts now. Factorial of 7 minus factorial of 5. There is application of factorial into this. Solve it, solve it, solve it. Anyone got the answer? Ablam, do you want me to do it for you? Jacob, do you want me to do it for you? There is an easy way, there is a difficult way. You go on either multiplying 7 times 5 times, 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. Then you subtract 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. It will be it will take ages for you to solve. Yeah, Ablam got the answer. Now, let's try to do it the smart way. So here, this is factorial 7, this is factorial 5. So what is factorial 7 equals to? 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So I'll just write it as factorial 5 minus factorial 5. If I have to take out common from this, common factor will be factorial 5. What is remaining? 7 times 6 minus 1. Let's solve it further. Factorial 5, as we already know, it's 120 times. Here we have 7 times 6 is 42 minus 1. According to the PEMDAS, we'll solve the parentheses first. So we have 120 times 41 over here. Now, let's say if I multiply 120 times 41, what do we get? 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1. Put a 0 over here because I'm moving on to the fourth place. So 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 1 is 4. Add everything up. So we have 0, 2, 9, 4. This will be your answer, which is not there in the options, but this should be the correct answer. So 4920. What did Ablam get? Ablam got it right. Awesome. That's correct, guys. Let's move on to the next question. Here, your time starts now. I already have an answer. Oh, all right. So how did you solve? Okay, we'll wait for Jacob to answer. If not, I'll start solving in a minute's time. Factorial of 2 is nothing but 2. Factorial of 3 is nothing but 3 times 2 times 1. I'll just not write down the multiplication of 1. So we have 2 plus 6, which is nothing but 8. So Ablam, you got it right, buddy. Awesome. Let's move on to the next question. Ablam, can you divide this? Your time starts now. Okay, Ablam got 56. So can you please tell me how did you solve it, Ablam? Ablam, how did you solve it, buddy? Did you multiply all the numbers together and then divide it by the number? What did you do? Can you hear me, Ablam?
Using calculator. I'm not using calculator.
No, I know that you're not using calculator. How did you do it? The process. Did you start multiplying 8 times, 7 times, 6 times, 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, 1? And then you multiplied it 6 times, 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, 1. So you just cancelled everything out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is remaining? 8 times 7, which is 56. You can also do it another way. A smart way is there. 8 factorial over 6 factorial. This will be nothing but 8 times 7 times. What is the number in the denominator? You can just write it as 6 factorial. Here there is 6 factorial. Now, as we know, it is everything is multiplication. What will I do? I will just divide the numerator and denominator by factorial 6. So what do we have? This 6 factorial get cancelled out. 8 times 7, which is nothing but 56. So option C is correct. Let's move on to the next question. So here's your next question, Ablam. Your time starts now. Oh, Ablam already has the answer. Oh, it was the previous question. Yeah. So 5 times 4. So what do we do? This will be 5 times 4 times factorial of 3. Factorial of 3. Divide this by factorial of 3. Divide this by factorial of 3. This will get cancelled out. What do we have? 5 times 4 is nothing but 20. So option B is correct. Yep, that's good. Ablam, start solving this question now. Did you get your answer, Ablam?
Yes, I already gave you the answer.
Oh, you already given it.
Yes.
So what was your answer? Factorial 4 times 2. 4 will cancel. 1s are 3s are 3 5. So 15 is the answer. Yep. Let's move on to the next question. Now, if you get any type of questions like this, how many ways can 5 different colors ball be arranged in a line? So this is nothing but a question of factorials only. So I'll just try to explain how exactly this will work out. Now just consider if they're arranged in 5 boxes in a line. So the one particular ball, if you're selecting one particular ball, there will be 5 choices that you can, 5 type of balls if you can put into this. Now if you put one out of it, now there will be only 4 choices that will be left. You can just do the permutation and combination. Now if you put 2 into it, there will be only 3 balls left, then 2, then 1. So if you get any type of question like this, it can be in your arithmetic reasoning also, it can be in your mathematics knowledge also. This is nothing but factorial of 5, which is 120. Okay. Now, can you solve this Ablam?
Mm. Six.
Awesome. Both of you have answered it. That's great. Now, today's class will be a little shorter because we are just focusing on the factorial and the unit conversion. Now, let's say we're going to understand about mastering conversion. And as a point of view, the questions will be asked only based on like whatever I have seen. It will be asked mostly on foot, yard, means the conversion of foot into inches and yard into feet. That is what I have seen in the sample papers. But for just your information, you can just write this down as well. So you can note everything down. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. 1 mile is equal to 1,760 yards. 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So you can just note it down. These two are not that much important. Only these two are important according to the ASVAB. But this will be required for your arithmetic reasoning. These two are for MK. These two will be important for your arithmetic reasoning. So you guys can just write it down and we will try to solve some questions. So the first question over here. The first question says 12 yard plus 14 feet divided by 2. And the options are nothing but in feet. So if the options are nothing but given in feet, so what do you understand? We will have to convert this yards into feet. So as we know, 1 yard is equal to how many feet? It's how many feet, Sablam?
1 year, 32
Mhm.
feet.
How many feet? 1 yard is equal to?
3 feet.
Yep. So 3 feet. Now 12 yards will be, of course, 12 times 3 plus
36.
14
Mm.
divided by 2. So what do we have? 36
36.
plus 14.
15.
50 divided by 2. How much is that, Ablam?
25
So 25 feet.
feet.
Answer. So this is a question from your sample paper. They might ask you this type of question in your exam. So be ready to solve this type of questions. Next, can you try solving this question on your own? Your time starts now. Convert the feet into yards, sorry, yard into feet, and then get your answer. Ablam got it right. Jacob also got it right. It's 40 feet, guys. You are absolutely correct. Let's move on to the next topic. Or not topic, next question. Your time starts now. Jacob got 10 feet. Abram got 10 feet. That's awesome. You guys are solving this in 30 seconds. You're going to save a lot of time on these questions so that you can focus on some difficult questions in your math knowledge part. Let's move on to the next question. Here is the next question. Your time starts now. Ablam got 30 yards. Oh, guys, you have to convert this into yards, not feet. You see,
Okay.
the options might confuse you sometimes. Jacob got 10 yards. Till then, I'll just try to open the quiz for you. Okay, how much did you get, Ablam? Ablam got 10 as well. Awesome. Let's move on to the next question. Solve this question. Your time starts now. Yep, I have an answer from Jacob. Ablam, waiting for you. Do you want me to solve this? Okay, Ablam got, Jacob got A, Ablam got B. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me solve it for you. So 2 feet 4 inches and 4 feet 8 inches. So you can either convert everything into inches and then convert it back into feet, or there is an easier way of doing it. Add this 2 feet plus 4 feet. So you have 6 feet in total, plus this 4 inches plus 8 inches would be nothing but 12 inches. And we already know 12 inches is nothing but 1 feet. So 6 feet plus 1 feet would be 7 feet in total. So I hope, Jacob, you have understood it. And let's move on to the next question. Here is your next question, guys. Your time starts now. Ablam has given me the answer. Let's wait for Jacob. Jacob, come on, buddy. Jacob, come on, buddy. Give me the answer. Jacob, come. Yep, so you add the feeds first. 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 6 plus 8 would be how much? We have 14 inches. So 14 inch will be nothing but 1 feet plus 2 inches. So 7 plus 1 would be 8 feet plus 2 inches. So we have option B as the answer. Let's move on to the next question. Oh, it's quiz time, guys. So I want you to focus on. I will just share my screen. I want you to focus on my other screen over here. I will share my screen and we have our quiz over here. So let me start it right now. I'm sharing the link in the chat box. Please join it using the code, which is 309101. Ablam, you need to put your name, buddy. You need to put your name once you enter. I think in the previous classes you put the code. Jacob has joined. Daniel is on board. Ablam has joined. Yep, we have everyone on the board. Let's start the quiz. The quiz starts in 3, 2, 1, go. For all the members who will be seeing the recording, I'll just show you the questions. You can pause the video and solve them. This is your first question. Second question. Third question. Question number 4. Question number 5. Question number 6. Question number 7. Question number 8. Question number 9. And yeah, there are 9 questions in this quiz. If you're seeing the recording, you guys can just solve this on your own. I'm taking you back to the leaderboard now. Currently, Jacob is leading. Oh, Ablam has just taken over. Daniel has finished the quiz. Ablam has also finished it. Jacob, waiting for you, buddy. Jacob, if you get everything right, there are chances that you might be at the top on the leaderboard, but there is only one question remaining, I think, so on your end. Oh, everyone has just finished solving the questions. Let me end the quiz. And here we have the winners, Daniel, Jacob, and Ablam. Awesome, guys. So here we come at the end of our congrats, Ablam. Yep, here we are at the end of our arithmetic reasoning bootcamp, arithmetic skills basically from Mathematics Knowledge Bootcamp. And in the next week, we will be conducting the algebra part of mathematics knowledge. So Ablam, Jacob, Daniel, you guys have been consistent and it was pleasure meeting you guys again. So thank you so much. I'll be putting the link for practice assignment in the chat box. Yes, Ablam?
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.